Hi VC, this is Aaron, Mutha Alamere, and today I'm going to start through my B's. The records start with B. The first one here, Babe Ruth, Stealin' Home. Pretty good hard rock band from the 70s. I just discovered them a couple months ago actually, and saw that record used, so I grabbed it, and it's actually pretty good. Next up, I got the Babies. Baby record. They're kind of an underrated band from the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. John Waite was the singer. Good stuff. And I've also got this record of them. Broken Heart, of course. And On the Edge. It's good pop rock. They're a pretty good band. And next up I got Babylon AD. Really good glam metal band. Bangle the Bells. Yeah, that was their single. Hammer Swings Down. Caught in the Crossfire. It's a good record. This is an underrated metal record. I like it a lot. And then I got some Bachman Turner Overdrive. This is their debut. Great record. Randy Bachman, formerly of the Guess Who. The Guess Who is one of my favorite bands. What's this one have on it? Stayed Awake All Night, which Crocus redid. It's on this. A lot different though. I like the Crocus version a little better, but that's good. And then I got BTO2. This is a really good record, really heavy. Killer stuff on there. Let It Ride, Taking Care of Business. Good record. And then probably my favorite BTO record, Not Fragile. It's got You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet on it, which Burton Cummings redid on his first solo record. Kind of a lounge version he did. This is a heavier version, which I prefer, although I like Burton Cummings' voice a lot better. Yeah, this is a really good record. Then I got Four Wheel Drive, another good one. First four BTO records are pretty heavy, pretty good hard rock. Good record. And the best of BTO. And Freeways. It's an alright record. I like the first four better, but it's good. And Street Action. Another decent record. I mean, all the BTOs are pretty good. They're a solid band. And Rock and Roll Nights, which this is a highlight for me just because of Kiss. And they did Rock and Roll Hell on here, which Kiss did, and Rock and Roll Hell's on Creature of the Night. Great song. Kiss rearranged it. It's a lot different sounding. The BTO version's good, but the Kiss one's unbelievable. And then I also like how Ace Frehley did that song on his Origins Volume 1. It's really cool. And then Bad Brains. I like the Bad Brains a lot. From a DC area band. Kind of a mixture of punk and reggae. Killer band. This is a great record. Underrated. One of the most underrated punk bands ever. I like them a lot. And I got Bad Brains live with the CBGB. 1982. Pretty good record here too. They're good. I like them. Then switch into Bad Company. This is a great record, of course. Everyone knows it. Paul Rodgers, amazing singer. Can't get enough. Rock steady. It's almost like a greatest hits record. The title, the name song. And then Straight Shooter. Just as good as the first one. This is a great record too. Yeah, those Bad Company records are really good. Shooting Stars on this. Good Lovin' Gone Bad. Feel Like Making Love. Great record. And Run with the Pack. Another good record. And oh yeah, Burnin' Sky. That's a really good song, by the way. This is a good record too. I like Bad Company. Then we got Desolation Angels, which has got Rock and Roll Fantasy on it. Great song. Good record. And 10 from 6. So 10 songs from their first six records. All the big hits are on here. Then I've got, let me start with the other one. Now, for Christmas, I said I wanted Badlands. I love the Badlands records. And so my wife bought me this, not knowing any different. This is a country band called Badlands. And I was after the Ray Gillen band with Jakey Lee. But she didn't know. It was kind of funny. So I have this. And then later on, I was able to trade a friend of mine for the one I was after. This is one of my favorite records of that era. Dreams in the Dark, Winter's Call, Hard Driver, Killer's vocalist, Ray Gillen. Jakey Lee's guitar work is amazing on it as well. That's a really good record. Then I got this hardcore punk album, Bad Luck 13, Riot Extravaganza. It's a picture disc. And I've got a whole bunch of Joan Baez. So this is her first album on Vanguard. This is an original pressing. Got a whole bunch of hers at a yard sale in a box of records. And they were amazingly in good shape and first pressings. They're pretty nice records. Joan Baez Volume 2. Not a huge Joan Baez fan, but I like her all right. She's not bad. Joan Baez in concert. Joan Baez in concert Part 2. Farewell Angelina. Blessed Are. Come from the Shadows. And Diamonds and Rust. Of course, Diamonds and Rust, the Judas Priest redid amazingly. I love that on Sin After Sin. That's maybe my favorite Priest record. So it's up there anyway. I like it a lot. The country record, Mo Bandy. Don't really know much about him, so I don't really listen to country much. And Philip Bailey. He did the song with Phil Collins. What was the name of that? Easy Lover. Pretty good song, actually. That's a pretty good record. And then little R&B, Anita Baker. Not a big R&B fan, but I don't dislike it. It's pretty good. You have to be in the mood for it. And then Rapture. And I got the Bangles All Over the Place. This is a pretty heavy record. It surprised me. It's a lot different than their other releases. It's good, heavy pop rock. Not heavy metal, but it's heavy for that. And then Different Light. Their big hit album. Pretty good stuff. And this record, Bang Tango, Psycho Cafe. Found it, it's autographed, and I found it in the dollar bin at a store called Music Millennium in Portland, Oregon. I couldn't believe it. I grabbed it. I've had this for probably 25 or 30 years. It's a really, really good record. Attack of Life and Someone Like You, Wrap My Wings, Breaking Up a Heart of Stone, Just For You, Love Injection, every song. This is a great, great, underrated band. Joe Lestay is a great singer, and I like his other band. He had Beautiful Creatures. They're really good too. Tony Basil, Word of Mouth. Of course, it's got Mickey on it. It's all right every once in a while to listen to. And I got some Beach Boys. I like the Beach Boys, especially their like mid-era stuff, but I like the early stuff too. Little Deuce Coupe. They're great harmonizers, of course. Surfing Safari. Shut Down, Volume 2, sorry. Beach Boys in Concert. This is actually a really good record here. It's pretty good. You don't think of them as a live band so much, but they're actually pretty good live. Beach Boys Today. What do I do here? Okay. Best of the Beach Boys, Volume 2. And Best of the Beach Boys, Volume 1. And Pet Sounds. Great record. Of course, everyone loves this record. It's one of my favorites of theirs. My favorite is actually this one, though. Smiley Smile. Really good record. It's got Heroes and Villains. Good Vibrations is on here. But what I really liked is Fall Breaks and Back to Winter, the Woody Woodpecker Symphony. It's really reminiscent of Pink Floyd. Wouldn't expect that from the Beach Boys. It's really good, really good. It's a good record. Underrated. As well as this one, Wild Honey. Another really good record. Those 3 records on them are probably my favorite. Then I've got Sunflower. That's pretty good too, actually. And Keeping the Summer Alive. Good Vibrations, which is basically a best of. Pretty good record there. And then I have this 12-inch single, Good Vibrations. It's got all these different versions of it. It's pretty good. Sounds killer too. This one has a killer sound. I'll play it at 45. And I've got 15 Big Ones. MIU. Of course, Endless Summer. Essential for record collection to most people. And The Spirit of America. Kind of Endless Summer Part 2 in a way. And Little Deuce Coupe. It's a different version of it. And this album I've had since I was a kid. It was Beach Boys Super Hits. It's actually the first Beach Boys I ever had. And I've also got self-titled Beach Boys. 10 Years of Harmony. Double record. And 25 Years of Good Vibrations. Moving on, I've got Beastie Boys, License to Ill, which I didn't care for when it was out, but I've grown to like it. I was at that time of my life, all I listened to was heavy metal, hard rock heavy metal. Anything that wasn't that, I didn't really listen to. So, Fight for Your Right to Party, I mean, I always liked that song though. And this is an instrumental, Beastie Boys instrumental, the in sound from Way Out. It's kind of ambient music. It's pretty good. And then I've also got Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. Pretty experimental record. I like this record. I've grown to like them a lot, actually, in the last 10, 15 years. And I'll stop there. It's getting kind of long. All right, thank you.